AITA for asking my girlfriend to pay rent on a house I am going to buy. My girlfriend and I have been together for 3 years and have been living together in a rental for 1 year now. We have always been we have our own money kind of couple, but have always had a joint account that we both put money into to pay for groceries, rent, electricity, etc. Prior to living with her, I lived with my parents for a while and I was working full-time, so I managed to save up quite a lot of money. She is the complete opposite, where if she gets money, she spends it. I recently decided that I am going to put my savings into a house and move into there. All of the money going into the house will be mine and none of it will be hers. When we spoke about it, I said to her that when we moved into the house, I would like her to pay rent. She claimed that if we were to move in as a couple that she would not pay rent because she wouldn't be renting a place, she would be living in my house with me. I said that she would need to still pay half of the mortgage payments, but it would be no different to her paying rent to any other place we were living in. Only at the end of the day, the house would completely be under my name. Basically, I want her to pay rent to live in my place. She doesn't think she should have to. AITA? Edit. To answer a few common questions. I used the word mortgage in the post and that was a mistake. I never actually said the word mortgage. Just the amount I asked for was equal to half of the mortgage, which is about less than 25% of most rentals in the areas. I am also able to make payments without her assistance and will pay for all upkeep like any homeowner would. Nah, I completely understand why you wouldn't want to put your GF's name on a house that she's not paying for. However, if you expect her to pay rent, then this can't be a one-way street. Tenants have rights. There needs to be an agreement so she is protected since she is paying rent. If you break up, you can't just throw her out. If there are repairs, that's 100% on you as the landlord and so on. I'd also consider long-term plans. I'm assuming you're thinking long-term. So do you expect her to pay rent her whole life, or are there any plans what happens in X years? What happens if she wants to buy a house in a few years? Are you going to live in 2 places again? This whole arrangement makes sense for the immediate future, but if there are no plans for any long-term changes, I'd quite frankly wonder if you considered this a serious relationship.
AITA for accusing my sister of wanting my husband? For some context, I, 25F, have an older sister, 33, we'll call her Jane. She lives in England, while I live in Australia. We are both married, but Jane is in a more traditional relationship where, despite also working full-time, she is expected to take on 99% of the childcare and household chores. My relationship is not like this at all. My husband and I don't have children yet, but we both work full-time, and we have always split home duties equally. We both do laundry, make dinner, do dishes, etc. It has been an ongoing joke with my sister for years that my husband spoils me. He does, don't get me wrong, but when she says it, she means for helping out around the house. Comments like, "Brad made dinner? That must be nice. Did you just say Brad folded the laundry? Do you do anything?" I have always just let these comments go because I feel bad for her that she sees a partner being a contributing member of the household as a luxury. Our mom passed away recently and Jane has been staying with me for a few weeks to be home for the funeral and proceedings. After staying with me for a few days, the comments started up, but I just let them go because I didn't want to add more conflict when we're both grieving. The problem started tonight when I had just gotten out of the shower. I heard my husband get home from grocery shopping, and Jane offered to help him put things away. He declined and said he was okay. She said, "Op is so lucky to have you. My husband would carry the shopping in but expects me to put it away." My husband sounded so awkward and simply said, "That sucks." I had gotten dressed by this point, and as I was walking out I heard my sister say, "I really don't think Op deserves you. You do so much around the house for her, and where is she? You've done the shopping and are putting it away by yourself while she showers. Imagine how happy you could be with someone who treated you like a king." I stormed out and absolutely lost it. I basically said that if she wanted to fuck my husband, she should just come out and say it instead of beating around the bush. She ran to her room in tears, and now I feel like I took it too far. NTA, but I don't think this is actually about your husband. It's about the fact Jane is miserable in her marriage and taking it out on you. That's not your problem to fix, especially if she refuses to admit it, but the next time she comes after you for not doing enough, ask her where she got the idea guys putting in effort was unusual and why she's not going after that person instead.